Good morning. Today is into the second week of May, and it was briefly snowing. It's actually freezing out here today. Weird day. So we don't really have an agenda today. What we're basically going to try to do is I ran into a couple of hunters on the way up here, and they had reported they saw a moose up here. So that's what we're going to try to see if we can get that on camera. If not, we tried, but that's about all that's going on. The weather is weird, to say the least. It's very windy. It should be in the 60s. It's about 35, if that, and it's like cold. It's just cold, and it was snowing before. Snow in May in Connecticut is just wrong. I want that on record. All right, so that's the intro. We're going to get going, see if we can see a moose or not, and we'll take things from there. All right, so it's snowing again. So we have seen moose tracks, but we're kind of keeping our eye out for. I also don't want to come right up on him because I don't know the temperament of our large friend, so. If anything, the snow is picking. It's not sticking, but it's just a fact it's here. I also don't want to linger here too much, just given the Widowmaker capacity. The wind is not minor, and okay, so I don't know where these two guys were, but I'm not finding a moose. And I'm going to go around this bend, and if I don't see a moose, we're going to start back out of Widowmaker territory. We'll try in the meadow down below here, although there are tracks on this trail of one. I'm not seeing one. Nor am I seeing the tracks anymore. We're going to turn back and try our luck in the meadow. Gotta edit out some of my previous grumpiness towards the camera, which seems to have gotten over itself. Kind of a frustrating weekend, though. I took yesterday off to do some fishing and some droning. The droning went okay, but I had forgotten my lack of patience for spinning reels, and I need to string up a bait caster instead, because spinning reels are a tangling pain in the rear. I don't like them. Now, I haven't fished in a while either. I will throw that out there, so it could be user error, as I haven't fished. This is the first fishing license I've gotten in years, so it's been a while. However, there is a YouTube tutorial for everything, so with a little bit of research, I'm sure I can figure out what I did wrong, or if there's some trick I'm not aware of. I would be shocked if you can't hear the wind around me. That's why I'm kind of getting out of the denser portion of this place, because there's a lot of signs of wind damage. I wasn't here the last time I was here, so I'm gonna... It's snowing too. God, that's so wrong. That is so very wrong. Again, snow in May. That's just not acceptable. But anyway, as far as any other Bigfoot related rumor mill stuff, with COVID being the norm and a lot of people still self-quarantining and the like, there's just not a lot going on. Even the Squatch Detective is doing reruns on his channel, I noticed. Stuff from the past. So, the one thing I would like to say on the video while I'm on the subject, for all the people out there that are trying to make it into a conspiracy theory and saying that it's a hoax and all this other nonsense, a good friend of mine had his father pass away due to COVID-related complications. So yes, I do actually know people who have died from COVID. It is not a hoax. It is very real. It is very bad for you, and that is why you wear a damn mask when you're in public situations, and why you socially distance, because you're helping other people not get this thing. So, the other thing I've noticed is if you do get it and having a hard time breathing, but not critically, it might be a better thing. And I am not a medical official, so this is take with a big grain of salt, but it seems like some folks, when they go into the ventilator, are actually getting what is it, apoxia? And it's doing more harm than good. So a CPAP, hello. I just heard a popping, some kind of noise. But it is turkey season, and it's more than possible there could be a hunter or two out here with me, so I am sort of wearing orange. So there's that. But anyway, yeah, for all the people saying it's not a hoax, you're not going to wear a mask, you're only hurting yourselves and the people around you. So feel free to stop. Alright, I am going to take a break at this point, as I see obvious moose tracks, and I'm probably going to walk right on them and miss the shot, but we're going to take a break for now. And there's also moose tracks in here, so it would seem Bullwinkle has been all through here. So if I don't see him, I'm going to be annoyed. You wouldn't think such a big animal should be so elusive, but you would be mistaken. It is still snowing. Granted, it's early May, but still. This has been a very strange winter into spring weather-wise because the cold, basically all of winter, there's moose crap right there, so he did drop up a deposit there. It was warm most of winter, and then we got into early spring, and now it's got the cold snap is here. It just dawned on me. At home, I have a moose collar. That would have been perfect for today. But I guess you have to think about how close you want to actually get to the big guy, too. Again, not knowing if he's skittish, grumpy, or the like. You don't want to get charged. So next week, if things hold true to Vermont's governor holding the semi-opening up of the state, I may make my way up there into the Five Bogs for the first time this year and have a look. So we're coming up on an open area on the left. So trying not to make too much noise. Keep my eyes open if he's about. Could be I've missed him too, though. Now I'm looking for moose tracks to see if he went this far. Figure we'll go out to that big tree over there. You'll be able to see out far enough if he's in the immediate neighborhood. If he isn't, though, we may have missed him. That would be a little frustrating, but oh well. Truth be told, this has actually grown in a lot more, which is why it's such a weird day. Everything's blooming, it's May, and you got light snow coming down. I don't know if that's normal in your part of the country, but around here, not so much. And again, I'm starting to not see moose tracks. So he may have turned. And if he was up here, you'd see him if he were on the trail. I'm not even seeing tracks, so we're gonna start heading back in this direction. And due to the weird terrain, we're going to take a break real quick.